Welcome to another segment of Character Origins, where I take a character of fiction and look at their origins, both biographical and conceptual. Today we look at Weapon X, and the best in the world at what he does. This man is the Wolverine. First appearing in The Incredible Hulk number 181, Wolverine was born James Howlett in Cold Lake, Alberta, Canada, during the late 1880s to rich farm owners John and Elizabeth Howlett. He is actually the illegitimate son of the Howlett's groundkeeper Thomas Logan and Elizabeth. He was also incredibly weak and sickly despite his bulked-up physique in the modern time. After being thrown off the Howlett's property for a crime perpetrated by his other son, Dog, Thomas returns to the Howlett Manor and kills John. In retaliation, young James kills Thomas with bone claws as his mutation manifests. Consequently, James is cast out by his mother, and he flees with his childhood companion, Rose, whom, on an interesting note, Jean Grey closely resembles, and thus his attraction to her upon first meeting, and grows into manhood in a mining colony in the Yukon Territory, adopting the name Logan. Years later, Logan accidentally kills Rose with his claws, and this causes him to leave the colony and live in the wilderness among wolves. After his wolf companions are killed, Logan works in the circus and later returns to civilization, residing in the Blackfoot Territory. Following the death of his Blackfoot girlfriend Silverfox at the hands of the supervillain Sabretooth, the two form a burning hatred for each other, and they continue to fight over the decades. Logan later spends some time in Japan where he gets married and has a son, Dekan, who he does not meet until decades later. During World War II, Logan also teams up with Captain America and continues a career as a soldier of fortune. He then serves with the Canadian military during D-Day, works for the CIA, and later is recruited to Team X, a Black Ops unit where he is placed under mental control until he is subsequently kidnapped by the Weapon X program, where he famously had unbreakable adamantium forcibly fused to his skeleton. He later escapes this and works as an intelligence operative for the Canadian government, where Logan becomes the Wolverine, one of Canada's first superheroes. In his first mission, he is dispatched to stop the destruction caused by the Hulk. Later on, Professor Charles Xavier recruits Wolverine for his new team and the X-Men. Created by Roy Thomas, Len Wein, John Romita Sr., and Herb Trimpe, I think I'm saying that right, Wolverine was originally intended to be a badger, oh thank God he isn't, and a mutant Wolverine that happens to turn into a human, thank God he isn't. Wolverine's abilities are numerous, including his famous adamantium claws, his healing factor that makes him almost impossible to kill, though he can die from drowning, his immunity to drugs and toxins, thus he could drink you under the table and still be able to drive, superhuman senses, fluency in several languages, and mastery of the martial arts. He is famous for his times as the Horseman of Death, his love triangle with Jean Grey and Cyclops, his mentor role with Jubilee, Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, and X-23, his clone, and his sideburns. Them sideburns, though. He also famously died in the Death of Wolverine storyline, though let's be honest, that's not going to last very long. The character was portrayed multiple times in the media. He was played by Cathal J. Dodd in the 1990s TV show, Scott McNeil in X-Men Evolution, Steve Blum in multiple forms of media, and Hugh Jackman in the X-Men film franchise. He is a cornerstone of Marvel Comics, and there are only two words to describe him. Snicked, mother.